So let's talk Bigo Live. I have done previous videos on my channel about the good side of Bigo Live. So this time, let's discuss the ugly side of Bigo Live, because there is an ugly side. And this is speaking on hosts, not exactly like the user experience. It's the host experience. Because I was a previous host on Bigo. I'm not a host anymore, and I talk about that in my other videos. So yeah, I used to be a host on Bigo, and I made almost $5,000 my first month on there. And I have a video talking about me making my $5,000 on there and how I did it. People will send you beans on Bigo Live, which is money, and then later on call their bank and be like, hey, I didn't make that purchase, meaning like they didn't purchase the diamonds to send you the beans. And then their bank is going to reverse that purchase. And what that does to you is it leaves you with a negative balance, especially if you already cashed out. I experienced this for the first time in my first month. However, I wasn't the average first month user on Bigo. I was making like literally, I think, like I said, my first month I literally almost hit $5,000. So I wasn't the average beginner user on Bigo because I had my other like strategies that I used to make my beans and stuff on live. But let me just tell you a little quick story about this girl named Letta. And so I used to like play games with people on my live to get beans, and this one lady, I was doing like top supporter, whoever sends the most beans in the live before I end the live wins top supporter. So this girl Letta, she won top supporter, meaning she gets to pick anything from my business on my website, which is really great because I have some really cool things on there. And so she picked the $100 mystery box. I want to say she won two, I'm not sure, but anyways, I even customized it to the color that she wanted. And basically she called her bank and was like, hey, I did not do this purchase, da 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 da. And so she ended up getting the $100 mystery boxes plus her money back, meaning she just came up on free things. And this is like really horrible because Bigo makes it like extremely easy for people to do that. All they have to do is just call their bank, and it leaves you losing money, not them. So just some insight on how much she actually sent and like how much I actually lost from that one transaction. So she sent about 8,000 beans, which is about $32. If you do the ratio 250 beans or like 210 beans, I remember the ratio, but it's about $32. And then the 8,000 beans is almost a full tier. When you're beginning, 5,000 beans is a tier for you, but 10,000 beans is the next tier. So basically, overall, I lost about $100 from that one transaction, plus the mystery boxes, which are valued at $100 each. So just do the math. That's a lot of money lost from one person. And don't even get me started on the fake bot users on the platform that come into your live asking you to dance, to sing, to rap, to showcase your talents, just dumb things. And it's fake people, like it's literally fake users. And Bigo makes these fake users so that, you know, it seems like there's a lot of people on the platform, but it's just so obvious. Like, I'm not stupid. Literally, I remember when I first got on my live and there was people in there asking me to sing, people asking me to dance. Like, it was just weird. And I'm like, what are these like? And then I realized every single live I was getting the exact same questions, and then I realized it was fake. Like, I'm like, hold on now. And then the live number that you guys see on your live in Bigo, that is not real. You see 450 people in there. You don't really have 450 people in there. You have maybe 20 people, and this is just real talk. And I will say the fake user number at the top is very encouraging for some people who has never been live, and you don't want to see that like number 1, 2 people in your live, 3 people in your live. So seeing that big number can be motivating. However, it can feel like you're wasting your time for people like me who has been on TikTok live before, and I had 400 and something people in there, but it was really 400 and something people in there. So it's like, it can feel like a waste of time when you spend 6 hours on Bigo versus 6 hours on TikTok live, especially I'm just speaking like from a business perspective or a brand perspective where you're trying to bring awareness to your brand and you sit on live for 6 hours and basically you comparing the platforms and you're like, I'm doing the same amount of time on each one, but this one is bringing me a lot more like traction towards my business, and this one's bringing me like money per month, because this one TikTok was not paying money per month, but Bigo was. So it's like they had their pros and cons. That's why I said Bigo does have its good sides, which you guys can check out in my other videos, because I definitely talk about like all the good on Bigo Live. And this brings us to the next point, the bad language, the negativity. Like there are so many very, very popular Bigo Live users that, oh my God, like their mouths are horrible. All they do is cuss. All they do on their live is cuss. It's disgusting. And it's like, this type of platform is no sort of like positivity. That's what it seems like, but there is some positivity there is some positivity on the platform, but there is so much negativity as well. So you just got to learn how to either ignore that part and just go about your day, which is what I was doing, but just putting that out there. Like there was literally a girl on live and all she does is go through random hosts' pictures and critique them on live and say how ugly you look, and it's just really, really weird. Oh my gosh. And the harassment that I experienced on live. You guys, there are random men from all kinds of countries, because it's not just people from America in your live. There's like people from Morocco, people from the UK, just all kinds of other countries, and they are coming into my live. Like I'm clearly married, and I told them that I was clearly wearing my ring, and they literally kept proposing to me and asking me like weird stuff, like literally the weirdest things ever. And that's not the worst part. They like, Bigo has this really weird feature where people can randomly pop up into your live. Like I'm on live, right? And there's like this little square. They just randomly pop up into it and they are naked. They have no clothes on. It is disgusting. Like I'm so grossed out. I'm like, bro, covering my eyes, like ew. And I have my moderators in the live, like blocking them, but oh my God, it just feels like they can't get blocked fast enough. Like it's just on there. All the people in my live are seeing that. Like that is so unprofessional, because I have a business live. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just disgusting. And they're getting in here doing weird stuff by looking at me. Like it's just weird, okay? And I never experienced this on TikTok live, so that's why I said there's the pros and there's the cons. Let's continue. So let's get into the ugly side of the pay, the money part. So firstly, your pay is monthly, and if you're one of those people who like, you be needing your money, this is definitely not the side hustle for you. But in my case, it was fine. Like I didn't need the money right away or anything like that. So it was fine getting the monthly pay, but this just might be like a downside for you. I actually prefer getting mine in like a big check versus like dispersing here and there, okay? But anyways, let's continue. So there is monthly pay. You get paid, I remember I got paid on like, I think the 5th of every month. And so you work a full month, and then the next month you get paid on the 5th. So you're waiting about 35, 36 days for your money to come after all that work, okay? But it's really nice once you get a fat check. Now, if your checks are small, it's kind of like, bro, like you're telling me I just waited a month and 5 days for this? And there are many agents on the platform that are known for taking money from their hosts. Like, especially like new hosts, it's so easy to get over on new hosts and like take some of their money, and they won't even notice because they don't know how much they really should be getting paid. However, you earn more money than they're giving you. So that's why I say beware of the agent that you choose, and make sure that you guys actually take your time to find a good agent. And I do have my agent under one of my other videos. I think it was the video that I did before this on Bigo Live, but yeah, that agent's information is underneath that video. She is super honest and I definitely recommend her. And this is one of the parts that I like really, really hated, because it kind of makes it feel like a job. I don't like my side hustles to feel like a job. I hate that. So like, you must work 30 full hours in a month. You must be live 30 full hours in a month. So, and this is the part that was just like extremely annoying, because like me, I would do like 6 hours on live a day, right? So that really would only take me like about probably like 6 times 5, that's 30, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 30. So like really, I would only need to do like 5 days in a month, which is fine because I would do like 6 hours literally in a day, sometimes 7. So you're talking like 5 days and I'm good. But no, you have to do at least 15 days because only 2 hours count. Literally only 2 hours per day count. So if you're live 10 hours in a day, only 2 of those hours count towards your 30 hours in a month. Like how annoying is that? Like seriously, you're telling me like I have to go live 15 hours a day? Like some people have other things to do. Like I would love to have balanced out TikTok and Bigo and balance out the other things that I have in my business. This was a big reason I got off, but I talk more about like why I got off in my other videos. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to do this. So you're either doing 15 days, 2 hours per day, or you are doing 30 days the whole month, 1 hour per day. Another downside is like you can't just get on the platform and just start earning money. You actually have to do a live audition. Even though the live audition is like so easy, but I do know people that didn't pass their live audition, which is like I don't know how you're not passing that live audition because I have seen the worst auditions in the world on Bigo Live. Like I have been there and I've witnessed it, and I'm like, if they can pass, anybody can pass this live audition. Like you don't have to have any special skills, talents. It's literally just you just have to be comfortable in front of a camera. Even if you're a little shy, it's okay, but you just have to basically be in front of the camera, not breaking any of their rules, you know, no nakedness, and just follow their rules basically, and you'll be good. But like versus other live platforms, you don't have to actually audition, but however, you're not like getting paid monthly. Like Bigo looks at you as kind of like an employee in a way, but there are many pros though, so don't get discouraged by the uglies of Bigo Live because there are a lot of pros on there. But also the ugly side of Bigo Live is not the reason why I'm not on the platform anymore. I had the Bigo Live Q&A answering a lot of questions that people were asking me. And I really hope that this video was helpful in some sort of way. Hopefully it gave you something new that you did not know about Bigo Live. And I will make sure to see you guys in the next video. Bye.